The Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals in Richmond, Virginia, dropped a bombshell in the ongoing USAID Doge saga. They extended an emergency stay, a decision that allows the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge, to continue operating within USAID. This ruling effectively overturns a previous decision by a lower court, which had temporarily banned Doge's activities. The appeals court's move has injected further uncertainty into the future of USAID, leaving employees and the public grappling with the implications. This decision is a significant victory for the Trump administration, which has staunchly defended Doge's implementation. It represents a blow to the USAID employees who filed the initial lawsuit, hoping to halt what they perceive as a hostile takeover of their agency. The court's decision, however, suggests that the legal battle is far from over, with both sides gearing up for a protracted legal showdown that could have far-reaching consequences. The appeals court's decision was not unanimous. Judges Arthur Marvin Quattlebaum Jr. and Paul V. Niemeyer, who granted the stay, argued that blocking Doge would inflict irreparable harm on the government's efforts to streamline USAID's operations. They also expressed skepticism towards the plaintiffs' claims, indicating that they believe the Trump administration is likely to prevail in the full appeal. This assessment, while preliminary, underscores the legal hurdles faced by the USAID employees challenging Doge's legitimacy. The extension of the Doge stay has sent shockwaves through USAID, leaving employees anxious about their futures and the agency's direction. The ruling has also fueled public debate about the Trump administration's use of executive power and the potential for overreach. As the legal battle continues, all eyes will be on the courts, with each decision carrying the weight of USAID's fate and the principles of government accountability. At the heart of this legal maelstrom lies a lawsuit filed by 26 courageous USAID employees and contractors. These individuals, choosing to remain anonymous for fear of retribution, allege a calculated and illegal dismantling of their agency by the Trump administration. They claim that the administration, under the controversial leadership of Elon Musk, has embarked on a mission to gut USAID, jeopardizing its crucial mission of providing international aid and development assistance. Central to the lawsuit is the appointment of Elon Musk to oversee Doge. The plaintiffs argue that this appointment was unlawful, lacking the necessary congressional approval and transparency. They contend that Musk, a figure known more for his tech ventures than government experience, was installed to expedite a radical restructuring of USAID, one that prioritizes privatization and efficiency over the agency's humanitarian goals. The Trump administration, however, presents a starkly different narrative. They argue that Musk's role is that of a senior advisor, not an administrator, and that his expertise is invaluable in modernizing a bloated bureaucracy. They maintain that the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, acted within his legal authority in appointing new leadership and restructuring USAID. Their defense hinges on the assertion that the president, as head of the executive branch, has broad powers to reorganize government agencies. This lawsuit transcends a mere bureaucratic dispute. It is a battle for the soul of USAID. The plaintiffs, risking their careers to expose what they believe are illegal actions, represent a larger fight against the erosion of democratic norms and the unchecked expansion of executive power. Their lawsuit, regardless of its outcome, has cast a harsh spotlight on the Trump administration's governance, forcing a national conversation about the balance of power and the role of government agencies in a democracy. The legal battle between USAID employees and the Trump administration has been a whirlwind of dramatic twists and turns. It all began with a glimmer of hope for the plaintiffs. A Maryland federal judge, after hearing arguments from both sides, issued a preliminary injunction that temporarily halted Doge's operations within USAID. This initial victory was short-lived. The Trump administration, undeterred by the setback, immediately appealed the ruling to the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals. They argued that the lower court had overstepped its bounds, and that allowing the injunction to stand would cause irreparable harm to the government's interests. The appeals court, known for its conservative leanings, agreed to hear the case on an expedited basis. In a dramatic turn of events, the appeals court issued a temporary stay on the lower court's injunction, allowing Doge to resume its activities within USAID. This decision, while procedural in nature, signaled the uphill battle faced by the USAID employees. The stay, initially granted for a limited period, was subsequently extended, further solidifying Doge's presence within USAID and raising concerns about the future of the agency. The appeals court's decision to extend the Doge stay has prolonged the uncertainty surrounding USAID's fate. It has also highlighted the complexities of the legal process where temporary rulings can have long-lasting impacts. As the case progresses towards a full hearing, the timeline of events serves as a stark reminder of the power dynamics at play and the high stakes involved for both the plaintiffs and the Trump administration. The USAID Doge saga has ignited a firestorm of controversy, sparking outrage from the public and defiant rebuttals from the White House. Anti-Doge protests have become a regular fixture outside USAID headquarters, with current and former employees joined by concerned citizens, voicing their anger over what they perceive as an assault on a vital institution. Their chants of Save USAID and No Musk, No Trump, No Doge, reflect the widespread anxiety about the agency's future and the potential disruption of its humanitarian mission. Adding fuel to the fire are allegations of deleted documents and secret meetings, further stoking fears of a cover-up within the Trump administration. Whistleblowers, claiming to have witnessed questionable activities, have come forward, alleging that crucial evidence related to Doge's implementation has been deliberately destroyed. These claims, while yet to be substantiated, have deepened public distrust and cast a shadow over the administration's handling of the entire affair. The White House, however, has remained defiant, dismissing the public outcry as hysteria fueled by misinformation and partisan politics. They accuse the media of sensationalizing the issue and the Democrats of exploiting the situation for political gain. White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany, in a heated press conference, characterized the allegations of deleted documents as baseless and completely without merit, assuring the public that the administration has acted lawfully and transparently throughout the process. Despite the White House's reassurances, the public remains skeptical. The USAID Doge controversy has become a lightning rod for broader concerns about the Trump administration's approach to governance, its disregard for democratic norms, and its cozy relationship with corporate interests. As the legal battle rages on, the public discourse surrounding the case reflects a deeply divided nation grappling with fundamental questions about the role of government, the limits of executive power, and the very definition of public service.